I've got amethyst in one hand and selenite in the other. That's how that's kind of like the equivalent of me screaming, "Danger, Will Robinson! Danger!" Okay, so right now the Sun and Mercury are conjoined at 20 degrees of Aquarius. For most people, that, and normally it wouldn't make much of a difference, but the thing about it is that it is square Uranus. Okay, and of course we're building up to this full moon in Leo where there's going to be this T-square that's going to be horrendous. And I made a video about that and how it'll affect all the 12 signs, so you can go and find that. But yeah, we've got that coming up on the 12th. It is happening at 24 degrees and 6 minutes of Leo. It's a Leo full moon, so it's going to be explosive. I'm really worried because of things going on in the world right now and in the political climate. So I don't like that vibe. It doesn't feel good. But it's that this is going to be square Uranus. Right now the Sun is square Uranus. And Uranus is a planet that causes upheaval. It causes problems because it's unexpected and it's sudden, and it's scary because it's sudden and unexpected. So, there could be the potential of sudden and unexpected things that are scary, that are not something that we would want to happen normally. Also, the moon right now is at 13 degrees of Cancer. Now, that is conjunct Mars. Mars is retrograding at 18 degrees of Cancer. And the thing is, first of all, the moon always gets a 10-degree orb, but it's the fact that it's connected with Mars, and the moon and Mars never go well together. And it can be something explosive. Again, I don't feel good about that vibe, but this is temporary over the next, day, maybe. For me personally, I have my Sun at 14 degrees in some minutes, and this is at 13 degrees and 52 minutes of Cancer, this moon right here. So this is why I feel disheveled. It's actually opposing my Sun. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to get done and how this is going to turn out. Yeah, and Venus is at 3 degrees of Aries. And we also have Chiron in Aries. Chiron is at 19 degrees of Aries. But they're not making a connection, so we're good there. The thing is, though, that 19 degrees Chiron is right now square the moon at 13 degrees of Cancer, that same moon, and exactly square Mars at 18 degrees of Cancer, which is also square my Sun and my ascendant. My ascendant's at 17 degrees. I'm really not feeling this moment. And so some of you might not feel this either. Now, for me, it may have something to do with the way I look or my age, or I don't know. It's something to do with, I think, me physically, because 19 degrees of Aries is sitting on my progressed ascendant, which is like at 17 degrees or 16 degrees of Aries. So this is something that I think is affecting me on the personal level, but I did come to make this video. I'm really concerned, though, because of I'm just concerned about certain health things. And the moon at 13 degrees of Cancer is in my 6th house of health. Yeah. So that could be, and Mars is there, right? But Mars is now technically in my 7th house because it's at 18 degrees in 23 minutes, but it's retrograding. It's going back toward my, when is Mars going direct? I heard Mars is going direct sometime soon. I did hear, I believe, before the end of the month. Let me check. I will check on Mars. Now, you guys might think as I'm drinking on that cranberry juice and lemon, you might be thinking, oh, she's got alcohol in there. Well, I'm going to tell you a really weird story. And this is why I think that we are protected in really strange ways. I wanted to put some tequila in that drink. That was my plan. I got that cranberry and lemon. I mixed it together, and the whole thought process was, we're going to put some tequila into this. Now, I had some tequila that I had gotten for a birthday present last year, and I don't drink a lot, so it's still almost like it's new. But it's not new. I've opened it before, I'm sure. Anyway, I tried with all my might to open that bottle, and I could not open that bottle at all. I mean, I spent a good hot 10 minutes trying to figure out, and I couldn't open it. Now, I couldn't even figure out how to open it or why it's not opening. I'm just going to wait for my son-in-law and just ask him to open it the next time he comes here, so I can see, one, how it's done or why it's not opening or what. But I feel like that was the universe protecting me. Even when it happened, after about 10 minutes, I was like, okay, look, obviously you don't want me to have this drink for whatever reason. And I don't drink very often. Like I said, I think I got that bottle for my birthday last year. So I don't drink a lot. But it just did not want me to have that drink. Otherwise, I would have been able to open that bottle. And I know I opened that bottle before. So I don't understand why the bottle is not opening. It's a strange experience. But I felt like it's right in front of where my mother and I would keep a picture of my mother and my cousin Cheryl, who was murdered by her son. It's a sad story. But I keep a picture of them together because they had lived in an apartment complex together in Kentucky. And I always think about how happy they both were at that time. And I had said something to them as I was about to pour the drink. Like, yeah, we could, something about the drink. And never got that bottle open. And I'm like, oh, they protected me from something. I don't know what, for whatever reason. And when I see that the moon is exactly opposed to my sun like that, I'm like, oh, wow, there's a reason why I wasn't supposed to open that bottle. I believe in things like that. I don't know if you guys do, but I do believe that we are divinely protected, and that we have our guardian angels, and that we also have our family of protectors, our ancestors. I believe in that. I believe that they will protect us when we're doing the wrong thing or going down the wrong path or whatever. I don't feel like I'm at my best, and I've had some trouble even eating, well. And I feel like it was protecting me. Like, no, fool, that's not going to help tonight. Don't have that drink. And it would not allow me to have it. It's so strange that that happens. But that kind of stuff happens to me, okay? I don't know if that happened. If anyone else has that kind of stuff happen to them, please let me know. I just want to know that I am not alone in this. Like that, I get protected all the time. So I'm just wondering if other people have weird things like that happen, or is it just me? Anyway, I found out that Mars is retrograde until the 23rd of this month. So I knew it was this month, but it stops retrograding because it had started retrograding January 6th, and it went from Leo to Cancer. And I just remember it had gotten far up in Leo because I've had my Mars in Leo. And I was like, oh no, it's going to go back. But I didn't realize it was going to go all the way back to like opposing my sun. This has got to mean something because my birthday is January 5th. And this went retrograde January 6th, and now it's going to go direct on the 23rd. I wonder what degree it goes direct at. Let me see if I can find that. I'm I'm nosy about things like degrees. Let me see if I can find anything here. Or if not, if I have to do too much research, you know what I might do since it's the 23rd? I might even do a little something about this. A lot of us don't even realize that we've been dealing with Mars going backwards. It actually began on the 6th of December. So we've been dealing with this since the 6th of December. It just went from Leo to Cancer on the 6th of January, but it's been going retrograde since the 6th of December. So it's almost like, and I don't know if, okay, this could just be me, but I can tell you, I don't feel like I've had the same kind of desire to do things like, I don't know, like my activity level or whatever is not at its highest. I've slept a lot. I mean, it's hibernation season, so I just figured I was hibernating. But I'm wondering if anyone else has felt whatever this is. Maybe it's just that it is hibernation season, right? But, Mars is the planet of passion and action. And when it's retrograde, it can make people feel less motivated and way more frustrated. And I have been less motivated and way more frustrated. And I'm just waiting for February 23rd to come because I at least will know it's direct, at least it'll take a moment for it to get back into Leo from Cancer. And we'll feel things as it's moving through Cancer and getting back to its place again. But people may have felt less motivated and more frustrated. You might have felt more aggressive and had dramatic reactions. Some people have been very aggressive. I mean, just saying the most nasty, aggressive things, and it just normalized it. But I'm thinking once this is over, people will wake up and realize, oh wait, doesn't that sounds kind of bad, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. People may have also felt a need to reflect and plan instead of acting. So Mars it's not like ready, set, go. It's like ready, set. And so I feel like a lot of us has just been setting, like ready, set. Let's study, let's look it up, let's do our research, let's go to DeepSeek, let's go to OpenAI, let's go to whatever chatbot, whatever. I feel like we've had a lot of that kind of stuff going on. And we're going to have to get out of that. And we're going to have to start acting, which is, moving forward. I made a video about the current political climate, and I'm not going to go deep into that because I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I just kind of yelled at the Democrats a little bit and, like, what are you doing? Like, dude, like, can't you see there's something amiss? And I just feel like doing I understand a filibuster, but they've got to come up with some solutions. I'm not sure if all these things are legal, but no one's stopping. The train is still moving. So I got a little frustrated, but I always say I'm part of the 92%, so I'm supposed to be resting right now, and as everyone is in FAFO moments, and that's where we are here. But this Mars retrograde is part of it. It's hard to come up with a plan. I mean, maybe they are in secret coming up with a plan of action, but it's hard to do anything with Mars's retrograde. And I feel like that's what's been going on. I feel like a lot of us know that there's something wrong, but no one's done anything. It's just been really strange watching everything just kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to try to manifest myself into a different timeline. I don't know. I don't know what the rest of you guys are going to do, but I have all intent intentions of manifesting myself into a higher, better, more perfect timeline where this ish is just not affecting my life. I don't, because I live in Seattle and it is ugly. Like when I go on to Instagram and stuff like that, all I see is all these videos of people like, yeah, ICE, go get them and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to see all that. I'm not saying ICE is wrong. Like I said, I don't know what's going on right now, but as far as I know, we've always had immigration. Like what the heck? But if there's a million criminals, then get the criminals. I'm down with that. I just all this aggressive, like they said here, may have felt more aggressive and had dramatic reactions. Bam. That is exactly what I've been seeing. I'm like, you're, I almost feel like some of it's smoke and mirrors. So they're so caught up with immigration, all the other things that have nothing to do with immigration or sneaking through. Because this is all a smokescreen.
Astrology, a look inside. Presenting astrology and tarot readings for all.